Hi, my name is Heather Trebesch, and this is my first video blog reflection on the informative speech. In this video blog, I'll just be reflecting upon my first informative speech experience. This is our first speech assignment or speech project. I will be going over a few questions and answering those just to reflect upon that experience. The first question is, what was the specific purpose of this speech project? Why was it included in our course? This first speech project was a narrated PowerPoint, no audience, and I really think it was given to us to introduce us into public speaking or into speaking, to work on our speaking skills and not necessarily worry about an audience face-to-face right away. I do realize there's still an audience, my classmates and my instructor, but I think it was just really to introduce us to speaking and getting a hand on that. The second question was, how did you feel going into this speech presentation and why? This speech project, like I said, was a narrated PowerPoint. I didn't have to have a face-to-face audience, and that lessened my anxiety, but I was still kind of nervous about going into this project. For me, it was easier than having a face-to-face audience, but I don't like public speaking. I kind of can do it into this camera or into a narrated PowerPoint where no one can see me, but I always get nervous, and that's just how I always feel speaking in front of people. I'm self-conscious. The third question, did you experience speaker anxiety? Why? What could you do to reduce speaker anxiety next time you give a presentation? Yes, I did experience some speaker anxiety, not so much as if there was a live face-to-face audience, but I always just get nervous when I'm speaking. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to stumble. I don't want to say a million times or have to pause really long in order to remember what I'm trying to say. And so I really get nervous over that, and it's hard. I guess maybe it would help to practice a little more. But other than that, I always get nervous, and I just don't know if that's ever going to go away. I think I'm always going to be nervous to some degree. Question number 4, was your technology adequately prepared? What could be done differently or better? I do think my technology was adequately prepared. I utilized my laptop and created the PowerPoint, and then in PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, there is a feature that allows you to record on your slides, which turned out to be fairly easy, and I didn't really encounter any issues with that. I'm not really sure that I would have done anything differently or better. I guess maybe after listening to my PowerPoint, I realized that maybe my microphone wasn't turned up enough, so I'm really quiet in my narrated PowerPoint. I will have to figure out something different for next PowerPoint, maybe a new microphone or speaking louder. I can be soft-spoken, especially when I'm nervous, but I tried recording the narrated PowerPoint a couple times, and the sound was just not, it got a little better, but not great. and so I might have to utilize a different microphone or figure out some better settings. Fifth question, in terms of structure and organization, for example, introductory strategy, transitions, or the conclusion, what element felt natural to you, what felt odd, and why? It all felt odd to me. I don't like speaking, and so it wasn't fun. um, I I guess what felt most natural is reviewing. When I did my review points, I felt like, I don't know, it just felt like I knew what I was doing, and maybe in all the other parts of going into my points, my main points, my 3 main points, I I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was trying to say, but it just felt easier once I got to review. Like, I knew what I was saying, knew what I was supposed to be doing. I'm not really sure why that felt weird, or that it felt better to review the points than to actually go in depth on them. But that was how that felt for me. The sixth question, how did you consider your audience when developing your speech? I don't want to say that I forgot about my audience, but I kind of did. Um, in doing a narrated PowerPoint, there was not someone here watching me speak, and that really helped me because of my anxiety about speaking in front of people. And so I was able to not stumble over words or say a lot or do long pauses, and then I felt like it was easier. And so I guess that was kind of a trick of mine to kind of forget about my audience, but I still realize that I have an audience, and so I know people will still listen to my narrated PowerPoint, and so I tried to be professional. I tried to speak clearly and really consider them in going through my presentation. Number 7, what did you do in your speech that worked? What didn't work? What areas can you target for improvement? Well, I know that my future speeches will not be like this presentation, this narrated PowerPoint. In the next coming speeches, I'll have an audience, face to face, right in front of me, watching me speak. So I think that maybe those won't go over so well as this one did. But it really worked for me that it was a narrated PowerPoint and no one was watching me speak. What didn't work for me, nothing really didn't work for me except my microphone. I'll have to look into a better microphone, and so that's what I can improve upon. Anyways, this was my video blog reflection. I hope that some of you can relate in how I felt with this presentation, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thanks. Bye.